What's up guys? This is Brent with 24/7 Parts, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to install a front jack kit on a John Deere Z735M. So this jack kit is a very easy install on the Z700. It's going to come with very few parts. We're going to have one, our jack, two, our mounting bracket. Number three is going to be our pin to mount that jack to the bracket. And then you're also going to have four nuts and bolts. These are going to be carriage head bolts, and the lock nuts on the back are going to take a 15 millimeter. Now, to make this easier, first thing that we're going to do is actually remove the foot platform, because as we can see on this bracket here, we have four holes, one here that's going to go in the front, and then two that are going to go on the bottom. So just to make things easier, we're going to raise up and out on this foot platform and just get it out of the way, just like that. Now what we'll do is we'll start here with our front two, just because they're going to be the easiest to get to, and get our bolts and nuts started. Now you'll notice here that on the front we have four holes across the front. What we're going to be using is the ones furthest over here to the left hand side, because we want this jack to have room to sit in between the frame. Now on some Z700 models, as we're doing a Z735M today, this can go on all Z700 series mowers. So you might have to drill holes into this cross member to make this kit work, but this one here has them pre-drilled, so we are going to use those. So we're going to start here with one of our nuts and bolts and get that started into play, just like so. And since this cross member is C-channel, it can be a little awkward at first to get these nuts started, but once you get going, this is a pretty easy process here. We'll go with our most outer one. Now, once you've got those started, you'll notice here on the back side that you're not going to have an issue with those front bolts running into your bottom bolts, as they're going to be sucked up far enough to the front here to not get in the way of those bottom bolts. But right here, you can see just where those mount. So now we'll go ahead and start those bottom bolts. Now first I'm going to go ahead and tighten up those front bolts. Both of these are slotted, that way you have movement for this to be able to go up and down or forward and backward. So we want to go ahead and get our front mounted here first, and then we can adjust the bottom ones as we need. And now, like I said, since that is C-channel, you will have to break out the handy ratchet for these bottom bolts, but at least you can do those fronts with an impact or a power drill. Now next, while we've got everything exposed, you're also going to get one of these warning stickers, and it goes right here on top. So just go ahead, slap that bad boy on. That way anybody that may be using your mower trying to use this jack kit knows of the potential danger you have when getting underneath the mower. Now one thing also to keep in mind whenever we're putting on this bracket, there are torque specs to these bolts. It recommends 59 foot-pounds. What you have to keep in mind is that this bracket here and your jack, whenever in use, are going to be supporting the weight of this mower. So we want to make sure that those bolts are torqued down. Now, if you don't happen to have a torque wrench handy, just make sure that you are getting these absolutely as tight as you can to make sure that you are being safe whenever using this jack. So lastly, we need to go on here with our jack, and we'll go ahead and get out our pin. Now you'll notice here that this does have a clip here at the end, and where this is going to go is actually right here on the back and top of our mounting bracket. There is a hole that is intended for you to put this pin clip in, this ring, this key ring here. So we can clip that on right here. That way we are sure not to lose our pin. Then we can go on with our jack, pin it into position. Now, of course, this is going to be the position in which we want to be in if we are going to use this jack to raise the mower up. And I'm just going to raise it a little bit off the ground here just to show you how it works. Now you can see our front wheels spinning here. Now if we were using this to change our blades or do any maintenance underneath the machine, we'd also want to make sure that our hand levers are out in the park position and we do have our rear wheels chalked. But this just shows that this will very easily raise up the front of this mower. This is going to be a 3,000 pound capacity jack here, 2,000 pound lift, so you have plenty of lift for this mower, as this mower here weighs about 950 pounds and we're only raising here in the front, so you have plenty of jack here to make sure and be stable and be safe whenever you're using this. But once you have this raised up, you have those rear wheel chocks. If we're doing any service underneath, definitely still get some jack stands to put underneath this, just in case you were to happen to have any failure with your actual jack assembly. Then we would just lower this back down. Get our jack just about as far as we can go up into that transport mode. And then two different things we can do here. Whenever we're mowing, we can simply remove this jack and put our pin in place. Or if we're needing to travel with the jack, we can turn this sideways, pin it into place, and then you would be able to travel. The only problem with this is we've got to be careful of where our lift arm is. We want to make sure that's up and out of the way of our front casters. So I hope you liked this video. I hope maybe this helped you out. If it did, we just ask you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you're looking for one of these jack kit assemblies for your Z700 mower, it is part number BUC 10304. So make sure to go check us out at 247parts.com. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, make sure to go buy your parts right here and subscribe right here.